Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, it was a pretty busy Friday, and you heard Haley, so we're doing daylight savings, so we're getting ready for it, and everybody's preparing for the cold weather as well as it's on its way in from the north. Now, by tonight, only dropping down into those 50s, if not those 40s, so it's looking like a chilly one, but by tomorrow, might want to stay inside. Take a good look at these temperatures over the last 24 hours. A gradual cool down all the way down into those 50s. That's about as warm as we're going to get tomorrow. Then all the way up into those beautiful 80s, and we're leveling out right now in those mid 80s, and we're going to be dropping out down for a beautiful Friday night. So please do not waste tonight. 83 in San Angelo. Everybody else in a combination of those mid to lower 80s across the entire region. 81 in Sterling City. 87 down there in Junction. 6 degrees across the entire Concho Valley. No one's going to complain about it, but take a good look at how dry it is out there. 14 degree for a dew point up there in Sterling City. 36 down there in Junction, and those humidity indices are single digits all the way up into that 16%. So a lot of these dry conditions making their way in, and it's going to be a dry, windy Saturday. But as we make our way into that second week of March already, instability on the recharge. Now we're keeping our eye on the concentrations of blues because severe weather outlook has the probability of hail up towards the northeast side of the Concho Valley, but we're not going to let it sneak up behind us this time. We're going to be looking around the entire Concho Valley, including here in Tom Green County tonight into tomorrow morning pretty early, but we're going to get a better idea of the Edwards Plateau. So when we look at these cutoff lows making their way through at least these low pressure systems and a series of them, we're going to see those temperatures fight back and forth, and we're on the lookout for more dust storms. Now by next week, we're going to see some of that strong prefrontal warming push us all the way up into those 90s, but we're on the lookout for another dust storm, and next week looking very similar to this week. Now, high-level cloud cover is not the water vapor imagery showing you the dry air that's sliding in, but we have our eye on that circulation still over Arizona. It's taking its time getting across the Sierra Madre. Severe weather outlook is the Concho Valley up towards Dallas, and we take you into the hail probability, looking at about 5% from Ballinger all the way over to Brady, but we're going to keep our eye right along the Concho Valley and along that sort of tornado alley dry line as we make our way into this evening. Now the satellite is showing you where that cloud cover is pushing its way out, but we have our eye out for some of that low cloud cover as we make our way into this evening. So the radars are cranked on again, keeping our attention up towards the northeast, but again around the central portion of the Concho Valley, again keeping our eye out for that a burst of severe weather if it does happen. Here's the Edwards Plateau as we make our way in towards tonight, if not early tomorrow morning. We're on the lookout for some low cloud cover, then those winds will pick up. Now we're going to give you a better idea of how chaotic things are about to be in the next 24 hours. You see how Sunday's shaping up to be sort of a clear day as we warm up, but we talk about these winds. Now take a good look at how they're sort of shaping up. I am not quite sure what's going on. They're coming in from every direction, the north, the west, the east, the south. So it's going to be shaping up for a pretty breezy Saturday as those stronger winds will push out of the north. That's what's going to keep us cold into tomorrow. So tonight, dropping all the way down into those upper 40s. It's going to be a beautiful night, a date night, anything, open a window. Then tomorrow, a cold day, so go ahead and close the window and bundle up because it's going to stay cold for only Saturday. Then by Sunday, warming back up into those 60s. By the time we kick off next week and we jump forward an hour, we're going to jump all the way up into those 80s, and that's how we stay as we finish out that second week on the lookout for a dust storm there around Haley's birthday. Then we drop down into those 70s for Friday while those overnight lows go from those 30s up to those 50s, then right up into those 60s. Stay tuned. Over the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.
Roses